Welcome. This is Alice Alicia Jones, and this is part three of how past lives influence this lifetime. And I will invite you to, after I finish a short presentation on the last two remaining items that where past lives will reveal themselves to you, I will invite you as an audience to come forth with any questions um, that you have, or I will give you a past life reading. You don't even have to ask me a question. You can simply just, I will need your name. I will need your first and last name. And if there is a person that you need an understanding with, then please, at least if you don't identify their first and last name, identify their position. But it might come, I like to start the reading just with your first and last name. So, anyway, um, this section is all about two more items that are available to you, two more modalities that are available to you that will bring past lives forward for you. One of them, tarot readings. And I know myself, I was always, when I recognized that I was afraid of tarot cards, I thought, oh, that's what gypsies use. And that was not going to be interested in doing anything that seemed to me phony. Um, I just, I wasn't willing to learn it. But when I recognized that I had a certain fear of tarot, then I realized, okay, um, this is the fear of the unknown. This is ridiculous. Uh, Understand it, learn about it. And so I took a class, and it was a 5-week class with a dear friend of mine who has done tarot for 25 years and is very good at it. And I then developed through that class a very healthy respect for tarot. What I recognized is that basically they are archetypes. Archetypes are simply like hero is an archetype, mother, father, prince, princess. Um, they're all archetypes, and they all have a significant role in our lives. They do play a role. It's like a guiding theme in our lifetime. So I I'm not an expert. I don't use tarot, but I have a healthy respect for it. And fortunately, the tarot card readers that I have run into are very, very good and are available at the place that I work at Sacred Circle in Alexandria. And are just, it's again, it will give you a new perspective. It will give you something else to kind of tap into and give you an understanding of your life in general. But the last portion of that I wanted to cover today was energy healing. Energy healing can be very gentle or it can be very dramatic because depending upon the quality of the person working on you, you can have some amazing experiences through energy healing. I know that one time when, and I don't want you to scare you off from this, but one time when I had energy healing, and the healer asked me, "How deep do you want to go?" And I said, "As deep as possible." And I can remember laying on the table and one arm shaking off energy as it was releasing from me, and the same with the leg. My net result from that was that for 4 days afterwards, I went through a healing crisis, but I expected it because of the fact that I asked for the maximum amount of energy to be moved through me, and I was okay with that. But the other option is just to do the healing more slowly, to have the energy healing done in like peeling layers of an onion. There's always another layer to peel, and if you take one of the layers, you can peel that apart too into microscopic layers, because I did in high school when I was taking biology. But anyway, energy healing can loosen memories, and even the listening to a teacher talk, even you listening to this presentation can also loosen memories for you because of the fact that you allow yourself to go into a place where you say, there's something to this. I have had these experiences. In my first section, I covered massage, dreams, visions, daydreams, and journaling. In the second section, I covered psychic and spiritual readings and did that. Energy healings, um, I have a demonstration of both, I think of Metatron's healing method. I don't demonstrate Reiki on my website, but I do demonstrate one of the Metatron methods that I use that were given to me by Archangel Metatron. And I know that people have told me that have come to me specifically for Metatron's healing that they have gotten healing just by looking at the video. So anyway, the thing that I want you to do is to be open to anything new. This is a way of expanding your consciousness. This is a way of you having saying that there's more to life than what my physical senses have led me to believe. This is a way for you to constantly be aware that psychic and spiritual experiences that have no explanation to you can lead you, and some would say down the rabbit hole, which is how I first felt when I started this work. But I now feel just grateful every single day. Is there somebody else?
Yes, there is Sofia Montesa.
Okay, can Sophia and spell the last name?
Let me write that for you.
Okay, Montesa. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, Sophia, I'm just going to tap into you. All right. The past life, I mean, this came in instantly. I see you as a part of a harem. I see you in beautiful garb. You are dressed in very fine materials and you have exquisite jewelry on your head, on your arms, even circling your legs, around your neck. And the sense that I have with you is that this is a lifetime, I'm going to say, 800 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. And this is the lifetime when the Silk Road was flourishing, and you were associated with a harem, with a person who was one of the traders along this. Um, I feel that you were one of his favorite. I'm gonna say he probably had in the neighborhood of maybe 30 to 40 wives, but you were one of his favorite, if not his favorite, and you also you were one of his favorite because you danced exquisitely. So he had, uh, the pleasure from you came through so many senses for him, and, you experienced complete uh, wealth, you experience complete luxury in that lifetime. But the sense that I'm getting for you now is that there was a part of you that hated the confinement. Nothing ever changed for you. Everything was the same. Uh, you, yes, it was luxurious, and yes, it was beautiful, and yes, you never went hungry, but you never really exercised parts of your mind that you knew in or felt instinctively felt needed to be exercised. You had a certain love of learning that just wasn't fed in that lifetime. Does this have any bearing at all on anything that's happening to you in this lifetime?
Mhm.
And we're waiting for her response.
Mhm.
While she's doing a response,
She say, not really when it comes to wealth.
okay, not really when it comes to wealth,
Mhm.
but what about the other? Did she have a certain issue with wealth that she wanted information on?
Do you want to ask something else to Sophia?
Well, we'll just go on because uh, the wealth is money issues and wealth is a subject that okay, this is the sense that I'm getting. In that lifetime, she had complete she experienced complete luxury. All her needs were fulfilled. But in this lifetime, she may have chosen to experience a lack simply because she chose for herself the flip side of what it meant, of how she lived in that lifetime. I have seen this very, very often.
Mhm. Here is her answer. Okay.
Okay. Did I work for all the wealth I had in my past life? Okay. Sophia, in that lifetime, no. The work that you did was simply to be part of a harem and the dancing that you did and the pleasure that you gave the husband. That was the work that you did. And I know from all the past life readings that I have done, if you experience extreme wealth in one lifetime, you may choose to experience extreme poverty in another lifetime. This is the way it works, but you choose it for yourself. So if you feel that there is a certain lack in this lifetime, what I want you to do is ask yourself what your attitude is about money and where that attitude came from. Because the attitudes that we have about money usually stem from our parental upbringing. And if you get to the bottom of what you felt about money, you can start understanding the limitations to that you have taken on for yourself. Um, I will do another YouTube video next month. I'm not sure yet what the subject is going to be, but I will consider doing it on manifesting and money. So that might be something that would be of interest to you. I do want to thank you for participating, and I want to invite you to buy a copy of Own Your Power Day by Day. I'm the author, and it's a meditation for every day. It's a thick book, but you only read a page or two every single day, and it was written with the help of spirit. Every word in here was guided by spirit. I thank you so much for participating. This is the end of segment 3, and I will see you at the end of next month, and we will do it on the last Monday of the month in July. I thank you, and we will sign off and say goodbye.